Time for 3 and Out with Mike and Rob.
Welcome in to 3 and Out. I am Mike Tabak.
And I'm Rob Lascano.
Okay, today's 3 and Out, we're going to give you our top 3 toughest decisions ever made in the NFL.
Awesome. Let's go.
Okay, so here's kind of an example. We'll give you some honorable mentions for the decision to let Joe Montana go.
That's so tough to do, man.
That's rough.
Here's a legend. You're getting rid of him for a young guy, Steve Young. You kind of had some history with him, though. You knew
Well,
it.
right.
Yeah.
Four-time Super Bowl champ. Oof, right?
Yeah.
How do you let that guy go?
I would.
But you had Steve Young. You kind of knew what you were getting yourself into. So that one, not as tough as some of the others. Another one you were talking about not too long ago is the Drew Brees situation.
Yeah, getting rid of him because of a shoulder injury. He was a young quarterback at the time, but you had Phillip Rivers as a pick. So you had to make that move. You had to make that decision.
You kind of already made that decision when you drafted Phillip
Yep.
Rivers with the number 3 overall draft and then traded with Eli Manning and that whole situation. So you had the number 1 pick. You took Eli, traded him for Rivers. You had to kind of make that decision.
Right.
Not as tough as the number 3 decision, toughest decision in NFL history. You're getting rid of the living legend, Peyton Manning.
Unbelievable move by Irsay and the Baltimore Colts.
You look at, the Indianapolis Colts.
Sorry.
You look at the Colts in their situation where they had Super Bowl championship with Manning.
Right. A ton of playoff games.
The playoff games, the streak of championships, division championships, 10-plus win seasons, all the records that he was going to eclipse and has eclipsed now with the Broncos. But it worked out well for both parties. But still, taking a waiver on a first-round draft pick, number 1 overall in Andrew Luck, we all kind of knew it would work, but you never know with quarterbacks.
You just never know. He could end up like a Jamarcus Russell.
Ooh, yeah. Can you imagine how bad the Colts would feel if that's what they got for Peyton Manning? So that's our number 3 decision. Number 2, toughest decision of all time. You really got to give it to the Packers in a similar situation where they let go of their living legend, Brett Favre, and decided, let's give the keys to the car over to this Aaron Rodgers kid.
Especially after an NFC division a title game that they barely lost.
The year before, he was in the NFC Championship. They barely lose to the Giants, who go on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And he retires, then unretires. How do you not say, you know what, we're glad to have you back. You had us in the NFC Championship.
For an unknown.
Right.
Yeah.
And they took that unknown on a kid that had injury troubles, broke his foot in preseason games, and it all worked out well for both parties. Toughest decision ever by far, Don Shula being fired from the Colts. Carroll Rosenblum lets him go.
Unbelievable. They just didn't get along. Shula had lost a Super Bowl previous year, and they were done with him.
Colts go on to win a Super Bowl. The year following that, Don Shula with his new team in Miami wins the Super Bowl. Those are the 3 toughest yet best decisions made in the NFL's history. That's 3, and we're out.
That was 3 and Out with Mike and Rob.